Luka Romero, remember the name. Making headlines worldwide last week, the Mexican-born Argentine is already receiving plaudits from around the world, recently becoming the youngest La Liga player in history, coming on as a substitute for 8 minutes versus Real Madrid. Beating Messi's 16-year record, Mallorca seem to have the next big thing in their ranks. The sky's the limit for the 15-year-old Romero, representing Argentina at under 15 youth level, impressing in the Mallorca Academy. Luka's just exploded onto the scene in 2020. He's that young, even Kubo feels like an age-old veteran standing next to him. It takes the meaning of men against boys to a whole new level. When I was 15, I was watching KSI wager matches on the daily, and this lad's spinning Tony Cruz like it's nothing. Now, just to preface, we probably won't be seeing the addition of Romero until the start of FIFA 22. I can't even believe I'm saying that, when he'd be turning 17. Today's going to be a sneak preview of what he could be looking like in game whenever he gets added, as we simulate the young gun's career in FIFA 20. We're tracking his growth, analysing his development, performances, and even transfer moves. It's his whole career simulated in this growth test. You've got to commend the fashion statement here. I see what you're doing, Luka. Trying to bring back the retro mullet look in 2020. I can't speak on the hairstyle choices, mate, but what I can speak on is your footballing ability, and boy oh boy, it'd be rude of me not to. We're witnessing history right before our very eyes. We've created him in-game for the most authentic and accurate representation of the Wonder Kid. We've done the best we can with the most accurate body, height, and weight structure. There wasn't any realistic face scan mod available, but we move. Here he is in all his glory, the created Luka Romero. We've placed him into the Mallorca first team. As you can see, he's versatile. He can not only play in that number 10 cam spot, but he can also play anywhere on the wings, on the left, on the right. He's aged at 15. He's turning 16 later in 2020, has the potential to be special. We've gifted him with a 72 overall. Now, that might be a little bit too overrated. We might have bumped it up just a bit more. Just in context, he's the same rating as Takefusa Kubo. We're buying into it. We believe in the hype as we've put our faith in the young South American. Here is a look at his attributes and what he has to offer. 4-star skill moves and a 3-star weak foot. Preferred left footer, and he's 5'5", so low center of gravity. He only weighs at 163 pounds with a high attack and work rate and a low defensive. He could possibly be the next Lionel Messi. Yes, I know, every time someone pops up, decides to be coined as the next Lionel Messi, their career just falls flat on their face. But with Luka Romero, I think we've got a good thing going right here. The physical outlook with 80 acceleration, 83 agility, and 81 sprint speed being the main highlights in that department, already showing shades of what Lionel could do. Very technical, quick, and precise on the ball with 73 vision, and in the technical area, it is dribbling his main strength with 82 in the dark greens already. 76 ball control and 73 long passes are also key elements of his game. We move on to the traits, and this is where I've had a little fun. Gifted him with some trait personality types that really differentiates his gameplay and makes him unique. He has a finesse shot trait, the flair trait, speed dribbler, playmaker, and technical dribbler auto offer. You might say we made him too overpowered, too buffed, but with 59 stamina and 48 strength, it's going to be a difficult task to become a first team member and really get the full 90 minutes out of every game. But at 15 years old, he's valued at £6 million on the transfer market, back in 2.6k a week. This is where the youngster will be playing in the starting 11. He slots straight into that cam role in a season which sees his beloved Mallorca drop down to the second division in relegation. He doesn't improve in overall whatsoever. Still has that potential to be special tag, but he's in okay form. He's very happy at the club, but he's only managed 12 appearances, 1 goal and 2 assists. Slow developments, humble beginnings, but we've all got to start somewhere, and the next Lionel Messi, the stats have not gone up whatsoever. It's been a stalemate. It has been just a bog standard season. He's managed his first goal contributions in La Liga, so professionally, as a 15-year-old, you got to commend him on that. The next Messi, you got to up your game if you want to live up to that title, or just become the first Luka Romero. Season 2 encapsulates the perfect bounce back after Mallorca received promotion to the first division yet again. One of the main protagonists, of course, you betcha, it was Luka Romero. Now 16 years of age, a +2 to his overall, now standing at 74, still has the potential to be special, which is the glorious tag you always want to see on your young wonder kids in FIFA. Form is good, and he's of course very happy at the club with 25 appearances. He's basically doubled his game time in season 2. It's slow and steady improvement as he's bagged 9 goal contributions. Is he going to stay at Mallorca to keep them afloat in the first division, or is he going to eye a move away? Let's find that out in season 3. But now, taking a look at the attributes, it is acceleration, agility, sprint speed all boosted, with stamina now increased to a 61, vision has hit 74, and dribbling with that +7 boost. I can guarantee he's just going to be majestic in game when we eventually get to play with him in the peak of his powers. But everything besides curve and ball control upgraded in the technical department. Now financially, he's hit those 8 digits, standing at a flat £10 million on the transfer transfer market at a decreasing wage, but with a brand new contract, he's on a 4-year deal. Season 3's come and gone. We're flying through the seasons now as a 17-year-old Luka Romero sees the biggest increase in overall yet. From a 74 to a 77, it's a +3. He's starting to engage more into the growth and development aspect of things as he's very happy at the club. He's not really that impressed with his game time, and he's received 1 less appearance from last year. 24 appearances, 2 goals and 1 assist. That output is definitely not impressive, only with 3 goal contributions. He might have had an injury-riddled season. It could have been just a terrible year back in the top flight for the club. However, his stats speak for themselves now, with 86 acceleration, reactions, and vision, also improving attack positioning, getting that boost, and every single stat in the technical department increasing. Upgrades handed out left, right, and center, and dribbling has the honor to be the first stat to breach into the 90s. Ball control switched up to a 79, now valued on the transfer market at £17.5 million with a 75% upgrade. Now, due to the fact that there's a glitch with clubs not bidding on created players in the early years, what we've had to go and do, we've had to back a move away from the club, and in order for him to continue and grow his game, we've shipped him out to AS Monaco over in Ligue 1. We've done a little cheeky swap deal, 500k plus Luka Romero for Marco Rog. That's basically irrelevant to the transfer move. All that's important is that Luka Romero has packed his bag and he's off to Monaco, signing on the dotted line with a club that's famous for producing talent after talent. So many young superstars and prospects have risen through their ranks, and that's what we're aiming Luka Romero to do until there's more substantial offers from clubs around the world. We've backed that move. I believe this is going to be beneficial towards his career. However, career mode might have a mind of its own. Let's get into Season 4. He's picked up the number 8 kit here in the south of France, and you'd expect there to be a few teething issues, just time to adapt and gel into the Monaco starting 11. However, the 18-year-old has gone up a +3, now into that 80 overall range. Still has that potential to be special. He's a crucial squad member, and he's in excellent form. Completely contrasting to what we saw at Mallorca, maybe with the better players around him. He is becoming a better player himself in training and on the pitch, as he's managed to garner 35 appearances, 12 goals, and 6 assists. That means 18 goal contributions. This is possibly one of his best seasons to date. He still has so many years ahead of him. Every single stat in every single area getting upgrades, and deservedly so. 3 dark greens in the technicals, ball control, long passing, and dribbling. He doesn't have too many weaknesses besides his strength and stamina. He's a bit of an all-rounder, and he's competent in many aspects of his game. In the financial situation, Monaco have bagged a bargain. £27.5 million is the Argentine's base value. Romero's second year in France, he's found a comfortable home here in Ligue 1, and now as he's turned 19, it hasn't been a great 19th birthday. He has been struck with an ACL injury, out for 4 months towards the back end of the season. It hasn't stopped him from increasing yet another consistent +3 to his overall, now standing at an 83. He's blossomed into one of Monaco's best talents at the moment. That ACL injury must have influenced his game time and the performances on the pitch. Now, with the perfectly balanced stat sheet, 9 goals and 9 assists, 18 goal contributions, duplicating Season 4 success, he's had another season to remember, with attributes increasing left, right, and center, acceleration, agility, and sprint speed all upgraded into the 90s. That treble, that triple is mouth-watering to say the least. Now, with an upgrade to 66 stamina, ball control, long passes have headed into the 90s, as well as dribbling. It's every single attribute besides crossing getting their rightful boost. And in the financial situation, he's hit that half century at £50 million. He's on his way to that £100 million mark any day now, with an upgraded contract now valued at 40k a week. It's a very narrow formation. I'm sure with 2 strikers ahead of him, it just suits his game to a T, and I'm expecting some big things for Season 6. The opportunity for Romero to win the first pieces of silverware in his career have revealed themselves at the end of Season 6. We're up in the Coupe de France final, taking on OGC Nice. He's in the starting 11. Can he guide his side to glory and decide to be the proving factor? And it's a 5-1 stomping victory over Nice. It's a South French derby. No goals for Romero in this one, but he's got his hands on his first trophy. Despite their best efforts, they couldn't knock PSG off their perch, and that Coupe de France title is a very nice consolation prize. It's been an extremely productive 3 seasons here at Monaco in Ligue 1. The 20-year-old Luka Romero now going up a +1 in his overall. It's one of his lowest growth. He stands at an 84 overall rating. Still has that potential to be special with a crucial first team role. With 35 appearances this time out, no major injuries to show for, he managed to crack 9 goals and 5 assists with 14 goal contributions. It's 4 less than his last 2 seasons, so he's got to pick his game game up there, the output and effectiveness on the stat sheet hasn't been shining through. These updates to his attributes, agility on the verge of getting maxed out, now standing at a 98, 94 sprint speed and 93 acceleration. He's going to be electrifying on the pitch. Dark greens popping out left, right and center. 90 ball control, long shots and long passes are in the dark greens. Joining them is short passing and shot power. Consistency and quality is emerging, now with a financial value of £61.5 million. We're acting as the analyzers of his career and also his agent behind the scenes. So let's see where Season 7 takes us on Romero. North London has come calling as Hammond Jr. Traore is taking part in another one of our premeditated swap deals. It is the Ivorian playmaker to Monaco, and it's Luka Romero headed the other way to the Premier League. Arsenal fans TV have got a lot to look forward to now with Luka Romero playing his football at the Emirates. The 21-year-old now has signed on the dotted line to become a brand new Gooner. In combination with a brand new Nike boots check, I thought we'd switch it up after a few years. Is he going to relish or crack under the enormous pressure that the English media and Arsenal fans have for him? His first year hopping countries, switching up the leagues yet again. He's back to his +3 overall game. One of his most consistent starts to date, now managing that 87 overall. He's becoming an elite baller now, and he's entering that top tier category. On paper, it seems to be a stock standard year, as he does have some competition at that cam spot. Emil Smith-Rowe and Joseph Willock have really upped their game, and it's only left him with 29 appearances, 8 goals and 6 assists, but you've always not got to expect too much from his first season. He's got to adapt to the league, a brand new culture, a brand new team. 14 goal contributions to his name. The output he's putting forward is very respectable, as now his agility, the first maxed out stat, now standing at a 99. Sprint speed and acceleration could be the next ones to achieve that title, as 81 vision has now crept up into that dark green category. It is long passes being maxed out. Okay, I didn't see that one coming, now standing at 99. Improvements all across the board besides stand tackling, defensive awareness and ball control. He also has a brand new kit number being awarded with Mesut Ozil's number 10, a stunning valuation of £80.5 million. It's the plot twist we never saw coming as the storyline develops further and further. Luka Romero, despite now progressing to one of the best players at the club, 1 overall point away from the 90s, now standing at 89, +2 for season number 8, but he's in bad form and he's unhappy about his player performance. He might have let himself down on the field, and you can understand his frustrations. Only with 8 goals and 4 assists, 12 goal contributions, and the production levels haven't been up to par with the rest of his compatriots here at Arsenal. You can understand why the 22-year-old might be going through the motions. It's a coming-of-age story, but with more maxed out stats coming out the woodwork like sprint speed and acceleration, his long-term future is going to be immaculate. It is now a 98 dribbling stat he has to boast for, with 89 long shots accompanied with 85 finishing. He's not just a playmaker, he can also shoot from long distance. He can also bang one into the top left-hand corner, and the transfer market shows their appreciation for him. Now his value equating to £96.5 million, who is oh so close to the £100 million ballpark. It's been an executive decision, but we have found a brand new home for Luka Romero. Yet another transfer. He's starting to low-key form into a bit of a journeyman, but I thought this would be the perfect fit, and yet another culture switch up, yet another league change to keep him on his toes. He's headed off to Inter, involved in a swap deal for Christian Eriksen, a retiring Dane at that. But we don't care, because Luka Romero has signed for the Nerazzurri. He's shooting his shot in Serie A, and Inter are famous for their Argentinian players. It's just the perfect new home for him at the San Siro. A world-class addition to that starting 11, and Inter are going to be revolutionized with the 23-year-old on their books. I reckon everyone saw this coming. As soon as he made a move away from Arsenal, he was going to win trophies, as he's taken out the Scudetto in his first season in the Serie A with 89 points, tied on top with Juventus. He might have taken it out either on goal difference or head-to-head. He's an Italian champion, and it's his first league win of his career. He's relishing with the fact that his fellow countryman Lautaro Martinez is still playing for the club, a dynamic duo at that, and he's now up to one of the world's best, a brand new potential status, achieving that +2 to his overall, sitting at a 91. He's in excellent form, so I'm hoping these performance stats are mind-blowing. His game time proves that he's a crucial member of the Inter starting 11 with 48 appearances, 15 goals and 3 assists. It's 18 goal contributions, and that's probably his best season ever in terms of goal scoring record, but the playmaking ability has not been there, only with 3 assists. He's got to adapt and overcome if he wants to prove that he is one of the best in world football. It's a high highlight to report on in the technical area, as dribbling now upgraded to that 99. The crucial +1 has got it up to a brand new maxed out stat. We've changed up the boots yet again. We're just repping every single Nike model possible, as the valuation now rises to £117.5 million on the transfer market. You love to see it because his best years are still ahead of him. We've reached a decade into Romero's career, his 10th season, and he has a shot to win a third piece of silverware, a second piece of domestic cup silverware. This is how he lines up in the Inter starting 11. It's a brand new switch up of a role. Being deployed in a brand new position and role could be challenging, but a true champion can take it on the chin, and I'm sure he could do the job in a Milan derby in the final for the Coppa Italia. Can he get his hands on yet another piece of silverware? Maybe bag a goal. He does, but it's a 2-1 loss. He equalized on the 45th minute, but it's Angelino getting the winner, and Haaland for Milan missing a penalty. They lose out to their bitter rossoneri rivals. It's a bittersweet ending in season 10 despite the Coppa Italia final loss. Inter on top of the table with 102 points, and Romero has taken home his second Scudetto of his career. He continues to up his game year after year, and with that +2 now standing at a 93, he's the best player at the club, and he's one rating away from Lionel Messi's current FIFA 20 rating, and he's still only 24, so he's got Ballon d'Or potential written all over him, still with excellent form in season 10. El Capitano with the bright green fluorescent boots, Inter's number 10. He's had his best season of his career. We've had to wait 10 years, but it's been well worth the wait. 52 appearances, another record broken with 23 goals and 15 assists. Double figures in both categories. That is something we've never seen before for the Argentine. 38 goal contributions is surely MVP worthy. Stats still seem promising, with valuable upgrades being earned left, right and center. Reactions now up at a 94, and it's finishing reaching that 90. Ball control hitting that 95, and it's £137 million for the 24-year-old. Maybe the left wing position was his calling all along. It could be a career revelation transfer move and position change for Luka Romero. If season 10's anything to go by, season 11 is going to cause mayhem. Season 11 has delivered many surprises, and this is one of them. It proves that my created player transfer theory is incorrect. First come, first served. Manchester United with one of the most expensive offers I've seen in career mode. £207.8 million they've bidded for the Argentine services. We could probably counter and ask for a bit more. However, the Red Devils are desperate for some attacking influence. And you know what? Why not? Manchester United could be the place where Luka Romero really relishes, and it's yet another transfer move. We've accepted it for now. Where have Watford got £92 million for Lautaro Martinez for? Who cares? Let's just ruin Inter and see what happens. On side, it's United confirming the deal, and the most expensive signing in history has been confirmed. For £207.8 million, Luka Romero makes history as one of the world's best. He joins in at Old Trafford. He's firing shots, and he's claimed the iconic number 7 jersey for United. It's a curse for some, it's a blessing for others. You could say he's been quite the journeyman throughout his career, 11 years gone, and this could be one of his most successful years yet, both individually and with his team, as United have the Premier League all but wrapped up. The Romero-led Red Devils take home that crown, and we do have an FA Cup final to look forward to against 5th place Newcastle United. It's also been a dream Champions League run as Manchester United find themselves facing Lazio in the final. It's the first time I've seen Lazio in the Champions League final throughout this whole FIFA 20 game cycle. First up though, it is the FA Cup. Wembley is calling, and it's Romero's time to shine in the cup final. We all saw what happened at Inter in the Coppa Italia final. Let's not repeat history. It's the chance for redemption. It's Abraham and Ali on the score sheet. Romero not really contributing all too much, but he's assisted his team to glory, and they've just edged it out to lift the FA Cup trophy. Now, before we go to battle against Lazio in the Champions League final, we have to check up on Luka Romero on the team report for one last time. These are the results of season 11. He's now at a 95 overall. A +2 ratings boost has seen him gain MESSI status. I believe that was his highest ever FIFA rating, 95. Still becoming one of the world's best with a crucial first team role. He's in excellent form, and he's perfected his craft after a solid decade. He's beaten one of his best years yet at Inter with a 43 game campaign, seeing him bag 31 goals and 12 assists. Those stats do not lie, and on paper, that is mouth-watering stuff. He's achieved 43 goal contributions in 43 appearances. That is a goal and assist every single game. The ratio is definitely something we've all got to admire, and he strived towards it. The grinding and chipping away at his game, he's been awarded with some of the best stats in the game. Also with the chance to do the treble for United for the first time since 1999. A brand new 99 with long shots, has short passing, shot power, all in the dark greens. We all knew because of his size, he wasn't going to buff up and he wasn't going to become the next Adama Traore by any stretch of the imagination. It's his final valuation sitting at £154.5 million. Luka Romero has definitely lived up to the billing. He's had curveball after curveball thrown at him throughout his career, 11 years, and it's been a journey and a half as we await one of the biggest games of his career, played out at the Santiago Bernabeu. Let's hope he's got a man of the match performance awaiting us. He'll lead the lads out tonight. The captain, he might be small, but he's got a big heart. Time to back up your stats and prove your worth. I'm actually curious to see if he plays like Messi in game. I was always tempted for a Barcelona or Real Madrid move. I thought that'd be fitting for him to move to a massive Spanish club, but it's been England where he spent some of the majority of his years, and he's also hopped around different leagues. He's shown his versatility as this Lazio side is looking determined and ready for a fight. It's game time, baby. Tammy Abraham gets us underway. Luka Romero, it's your time to shine. Now, as we work our way forward, he's not playing in that left wing spot like he was at Inter. He's in the thick of it, in the middle, where he likes to create, and at the near post, Rakosha was alert to the situation. It's the first chance of the match. Now, Luka Romero just so agile, so majestic on the ball. He cuts back, just fools the defender once more. It's the finesse shot. He got too excited. Romero, a lovely little partnership with Tammy Abraham. He's making that run, and he's somehow evaded every single blue shirt. Let's test out this left foot wand again, and it's beautifully blocked. This movement forward is very promising with Tammy Abraham. Can now split the defense through, and guess who that is? El Capitano. Luka Romero tried to take it around the goalkeeper. We're being too fancy. We just got to go for goal. Oh, Lazio have found their way through on the counter attack. It's Eddie Salcedo. It's their first shot of the game. After all that pressure, and Lazio break the deadlock here. They've caught us off guard, and that has totally gone against the run of play. Romero, this is now these difficult moments where you've got to guide your team to the title. Can we come back from a losing position? We're going to find out, as all our defense were nowhere to be seen off the post and in. Lazio to go into the break 1-0 up. We have all the work to do in the second 45. We need a much better performance from Romero and the gang. Now over to Vlasic. Romero nowhere to be seen as Tammy Abraham making the run, drawing the defenders, allowing Romero to run into the space. It's a left foot strike, first time, and it's beautiful stuff. He's been radio silent in the first 45, but in the second half, him and Tammy Abraham have linked up for what's to be a crucial goal in this fixture. It's the number 7 blasting it towards goal. A touch just to evade the Lazio defender, and Rakosha can't keep that one out. It's Luka Romero. Once he gets into those positions, you know he's going to absolutely crack it into the top right-hand corner. Leading by example in the 55th minute. 9th goal in the Champions League for an equaliser in the final. It's game on, baby. Chucky with the pace on the right-hand side can easily just drift his way through, and he's got runners into the middle. Is Romero making the charge? We're going to have to wait and see. He's cut it back inside. He's found that bit of space at the near post. Romero has another go, and Strakosha. Oh, and he plays like Messi as well. Just look at the way he skills past his opponents, and that could be the assist of the century. It's Wilfred Ndidi of all players to get up and score the goal, but it was all created by the one and only Luka Romero. Just shows off his class. His flair is displayed on the pitch. Every moment he touches the ball, you know something special is going to happen as he drifts inside, completely dummies his defender, and Wilfred Ndidi with the P-roller into the bottom right-hand corner. All it needed was a little love tap, and that's enough to put us into the lead. 2-1 to Luka Romero's United. That's the best assist you're going to see of 2020, and he's been involved in both of our goals. Don't do it to him, Romero. They've got families to go home to. Luka, he's made his way through again. Could there be another assist as he cuts him back and he floats it? Oh, it's perfectly weighted, and it's double trouble. It's a misery compiler. It's a double in quick succession. 2 assists in a row, and it's a perfectly weighted Luka Romero cross. Who said his crossing stat was his weakest attribute? Because that is a straight up lie, because Ismail Sarr has greeted it with the cleanest of strikes, and it's headed us 3-1 into the lead. What a response in the second half. Go, another vicious movement forward, and the attacking flow has just come into fruition this half. He touches it on with his head. He gets in that advanced position, and it's a ball low driven. Strakosha again keeps him out. 3 minutes of added time, and Lazio have just fallen flat in the second half. And what a comeback that was. 1 goal down, and it's a 3-1 reply with Luka Romero. 1 goal and 2 assists to his name. Single-handedly the protagonist in that Champions League final. And we finished off the gross death simulation with a Champions League League title for Manchester United. Luka Romero, what a career. We could have gone further. The next Messi, it could very well be true. I'm keeping a keen eye to see how his development at Mallorca, see if he makes any more appearances this season in La Liga. But let me know down in the comments, when do you guys think he'll be added into FIFA? Will it be FIFA 21? Will it be FIFA 22? And what will his rating and potential be? I want to hear what you guys have to say. But that has been it for the Luka Romero growth test. Let me know down below as well who else we should do a growth test on, as El Capitano will lift up the Champions League trophy for United, as he had a man of the match stellar performance for us in that second half. As always, if you go on to enjoy the video, drop it a big damn like down below, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications for more FIFA 20 and FIFA content coming at you on the regular. Follow me on Twitter, all the social links will be in the description. Join the Discord, become a member, and as always, I appreciate your support that you show in the comments down below. I've been BCHD, have a great day, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.